How you doing? That was Oasis Songbird, just a little sample of that. That was the very first song I ever learnt to play on a guitar. So I'm going to do a little bit of a mini series, and this is going to be aimed completely at beginners, people that not picked up a guitar before, or maybe has got one stashed away that they tried to learn, didn't succeed. So this is all aimed at you guys. I'm going to go through the very basics of a guitar in this tutorial. It's going to be maybe 5 minutes long, and I'm going to do a mini series, probably 5 of them, something like that. And by the end of it, by the end of a week to 2 weeks, you'll be able to play Songbird. No different to what I did. I'll go through the very basics. It might look completely obvious. It might sound like mind-blowing jargon, but it will all make sense if you stick with it. A guitar, stating the most obvious thing, has got 6 strings. From the thinnest at the bottom to the thickest at the top, they are numbered from the thinnest to the thickest 1 to 6. And then the thickest down to the bottom, they are named after a letter. The easiest way to remember it is starting from the top: Eddie, A, Dynamite, Goodbye Eddie. Now these are called frets. Every little space in between them bars are called frets. Now there's about 5, 6 very basic chords that you'll learn to start with. Now if you can play 3 or 4 of them, you'll be able to play a song. If you can play 4 of them, 5 of them, you'll be able to play probably tons and tons of songs. Probably the majority of the songs that you hear will only consist of probably 4 or 5 chords in total. I'll go through the basic chords. In the 2nd fret, now if my fingers are getting in the way, pick up your guitar, sit watching the video, feel free, pause it, whatever you're doing, set yourself up as I'm explaining it, and it will make sense. So the 2nd fret along, the 1st string and the 3rd string, and then the 2nd string in the 3rd fret, and then you play strings 1 to 4 is a D. That's a D chord. Then in the 3rd fret along, the 1st and 2nd string, the 5th string in the 2nd fret, and the 6th string in the 3rd fret, that's a G. Then the 3rd string up in the 1st fret, and the 4th and the 5th string in the 2nd fret is an E major. And if you take off your index finger off the 1st fret, that's an E minor. Then in the 2nd fret, if you play the 2nd, the 3rd and the 4th string, and play strings 1 to 5, so just missing out the top string, that's an A. If you do catch the top string, it's not going to be a massive issue. It's the 5 strings. And then the last chord that I'll talk about now was my nemesis when I first started playing guitar. It's a C chord. And someone told me when I first started playing that playing a guitar is like teaching your fingers gymnastics, and that is as silly as it sounds, but it is true. It's kind of doing things with your fingers that you're not used to. So but it's all memory and muscle training, and it will fall into place, and it will become a lot easier. Now a C chord is the 2nd string in the 1st fret, the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and the 5th string in the 3rd fret. That's a C chord. That was my nemesis. Now what I'd suggest is when you very first start playing, pick it up and try and play, say, like your D chord. It might be easier if you get a piece of paper and write the 6 strings and then break it into frets and draw them out. That's what we did with Kane when Kane was learning. Concentrate on one chord and play it for a day. Pick your guitar up little and often, because at the beginning you won't be able to play it for a long period of time, especially if it's a steel string guitar, because your fingers will be hurting. They do get calluses, and then it becomes natural, second nature. But at the start, you will be sore. But if you pick it up little and often, 5 minutes at a time, concentrate on a D chord, play it until your fingers are sore, put it away, and get it out again a little bit later, play it again, and then swap to another chord the next day. Just keep doing that. The reason we're doing these videos, me and Kane, is because we've got so many friends that have said to us over the years, I'd love to be able to play guitar. And we said, well, why don't you then? They said, oh, can you come and teach me? And with all the best intentions, it just doesn't materialise. You do 1 or 2 lessons with them, and then things get in the way, life, work, whatever, things get in the way. So this is the easiest way to be able to be accessible to everyone. We've got a good friend between us, a lad that goes by the name of Foxhead. He's been gagging to play guitar. Now, Foxhead, if you carry on, you'll do it. You'll succeed. There's not really, I'm not going to overcomplicate the issue. What I will say is that one of the lessons that we did at the start, I mean, this is all new to myself and Kane, so talking on camera, it's all alien to me. So, but I did say after one of the lessons, keep playing, boys. What I shouldn't have said that. It just come out as it was. I'd like everybody to keep playing. I'd get a kick out of anybody saying in the future, oh, we learned guitar through watching you on YouTube. That'd be a massive, massive buzz. But you will, with practice and perseverance, you will succeed, 100%. What I'll do is I'll let you chill out and carry on doing what you're doing, but I'm going to sign off. If you did like the content, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, and basically just enjoy what you're doing. Peace out.